right, everybody. Welcome back to the PRPL Podcast. This is your host, Austin. Hope you're doing well. Hope all your travels have been safe or wherever you're at. Maybe you're currently traveling because this will be the day before Thanksgiving when this is coming out. We're recording it a little bit in advance here, a Thursday night, November 20th to be exact. This will be coming out on the 26th. So happy Thanksgiving, sending love out your way. You, all your family, hope everyone is nice and safe, healthy, however it may be, and then you're enjoying yourself a nice hearty meal, a buffet, as Griffin would say,
Ooh.
much like the movie we're about to get in today. Fellas, welcome to the booth.
Oh, it is a good day to be on the PRPL Podcast. And Dad, can you let the people know why it's such a good day to be on the PRPL Podcast?
Guys, we have watched this show. I know you guys, Griffin. I know you've been watching it for 28 years, Griffin. You might not have remembered when you were a baby, but you were there. Austin's father puts this on for us every single year. This is just a family. I almost want to call it a ritual that we do for Thanksgiving.
Tradition
Guys,
would be the word you're looking for there.
Yeah, ritual probably. Yeah, how about tradition? And guys, I know I've been in on this thing for at least 30 years, and I think the movie's 38 years old. So
87 is when it came out.
Yeah, wow. So we've had a great time with this, guys. There's been a lot of drinks, a lot of tears over this one. This one gets me every single year. It got me again this afternoon when I watched it. So yeah, I love it, guys. I love this one. This is a good one. We've got, as I told the guys today, we've got to do this one justice. This is it's for the family, guys. We got to come through for this one.
There it is. Yeah, I mean, I'll say, I feel like this might even be a little bit of a different podcast than what we normally do, just because this is such a personal one. And yeah, maybe let me hear your guys' experience with watching the movie, knowing we were going to do one of our podcasts on it. Like, did it feel any different? I mean, like you said, we've seen this movie a million times. We've seen it so many times. We know all the jokes. We know every moment, every scene. How do you watch a movie and review it when you've seen it a million times?
Well, we've done it before, We've done some of those movies that we've seen. So it's just another one of those, man. And you know what I actually felt, and we haven't done a movie since Casper, which was the end of October. Coming back to movies, what goes into just the preparation for watching a movie and just applying our categories is, we've just become pretty solidified in our process. So I think it's just a really fun thought experiment going through any movie that we're going to watch. So it just really got me excited to do it, to apply our categories and hear what you guys thought and kind of examine in this way that we never have really done on this level before. Obviously, we've had discussions about it. We've said our lines. We've quoted the whole movie watching it together, as we're doing it, and laughed our asses off along the way. But we haven't done something like this. So I'm really excited to hear some of these answers, and kind of examine it in our sad sack process way.
That is a great point. It's a great point, and I think you're right on. What about you, Dad?
You know what? I was telling Austin, I said, I'm just being honest, guys. I just feel so much pressure on this one. I probably have 4 pages of notes. This is the most I've ever taken. But guys, This one it's so good, man. And there's, everything from the get-go, from when it starts to when they're in the boardroom and they're waiting on, and I kept calling that guy Potter. I kept calling him Potter from It's a Wonderful Life. He's a young Potter from It's a Wonderful Life.
Talking about the lawyer the guy sitting up there. Okay.
It's great.
And Ferris Bueller's dad being there.
Yes.
I watched a video that said this could be the start of like a John Hughes universe if he really wanted to do that. That could have actually been Ferris Bueller's dad.
Yeah. It was great. And just if you, as you're watching, you're just going, these two are phenomenal comedians. Everything from, just the timing of their jokes to the slapstick. I mean, you see Steve Martin actually punch him at one point in the movie. I mean, these guys can pull it off, and their eyes, their face, we talk about that all the time in the acting, but John Candy, my God, everything he's thinking, he's doing, he's going to do next. And the thing is, he's so damn lovable. How could you get mad at this guy? And Steve Martin, I think that's one of the things that we love the most is Steve Martin is getting upset with him. And you go, how can you get upset with him? He's so damn lovable. He wouldn't hurt a fly. He just wants to have a great time. He's wonderful.
This is something funny that I've kind of figured out, and something that I don't know if this exists with every movie, but with this movie being such a cult classic, John Hughes kind of notoriously would overshoot everything and have way too much film to work with. So when they were done with everything, all the deleted scenes, they had over 3 hours worth of movie. That means there's 75 minutes worth of deleted scenes that are to just have been like refurbished in the past few years.
Can you imagine?
And
they're funny.
It was really interesting seeing these videos, and yes, some of them were really funny, and there's things that are explained in it, and there's other things that did not need to be in there. I think like the scene when he's on the plane, there's like 10 minutes of like exposition going on and conversation, just really having John Candy, Del be a blabberhead, or a chowderhead the whole time. So there was a lot of that, but which is just an awesome thing. And I think we need to probably get around to watching all of that at some point, but how that could have changed the movie in certain ways. I think there were things that would actually make him more dislikable, John Candy's character as well. So they cut that. So there was the thing that really sets Neal off in the bed that first night is the last question he asked him was like, I really got to fart, man. That was his question. He gets out of bed then. So there's like little things that, would change the entire fabric.
And I think that was a good move because you wouldn't have loved him as much, Yeah. And
honestly. That's those things. True. So they give a little bit of backstory to the person who robs them as well. They had gotten a pizza earlier in the night. There's a whole scene that's taken out of it. And it was did you hear
how they mentioned that? And it's just like a throwaway little line, but you don't even think about it. You're like, I guess I got a pizza.
When they get pulled over, they had actually driven 100 miles past Chicago and were in Wisconsin. And the police trooper has a Wisconsin badge on his side. So they'd gone past Wisconsin or past Chicago. They missed the sign. It just was another fucking debacle in this string of them. So there was supposed to be more conversation between it. Neal, here's one. I'm just going to get all these out early, I guess. But Neal, after they've gone to the courthouse and he's coming out, you recognize Del has a black eye.
A black eye.
I was thinking it's like maybe the cops worked him over, some police brutality or something. Actually, what it is there's a whole conversation how Del didn't get insurance on the rental car. So he actually has to pay for the car too because it was on Neal's card, and he punches him in the face then. So there's all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I was about to say the thing is, man, you could love Del is so lovable, but Dad, I think you got to take back what you said. I think you'd be punching him in his grill too if he were doing some of the damn things he did to our boy Neal Page.
Griffith, he would irritate the hell out of you. I think if you remember on the airplane, the older gentleman, and he's been in something, guys, you might know, but when he does that death rattle in basically in Steve Martin's face, I might have had to elbow him in the head too.
He's in Home Alone. He's in Home Alone. That's very briefly. He's just like one of those guys that you see as well. Yeah, which is
dude looks like the Lorax. That old man, he looks like the damn Lorax.
He actually has talking parts in the deleted scenes. Like he has a bigger role.
You're kidding.
God,
I swear,
that damn death rattle.
There was a lot of great shit, and loving a movie so much and seeing this stuff was just amazing. Some of the YouTube videos I watched and the admiration that people have for this movie. This is one that is very easy to connect with. The chemistry, that's what it boils down to. The chemistry.
There it is.
Between Steve Martin and John Candy in this movie, the buddy comedy, is maybe unrivaled. It might be the best that we've seen. And I'm talking out my ass, maybe, but I'm not well off, like even I could compare it against anything. And the stuff that they put on there is just, it's incredibly magnetic and it works so goddamn well.
Well, and you made a great point, Dad. These are two fantastic comedians we're seeing, but they're also two fantastic actors, I believe. Mm-hmm. And I think they just play, like Austin said, they play off each other so well. There's so much charisma, so much chemistry, and it's just good-hearted, and I think some media, when I look back on it now, it's like, oh man, it really wasn't as good as maybe I thought it was, or maybe it seems a little overrated. This holds up for me, and I think a lot of it is that relationship between Neal and Del, because, especially how you start to see Neal gradually break down in terms of being as upset or against Del's just kind of buffoonery. As you start to see that break down a little bit more, I think it just, it just pulls you in more and more. You see Del as your goofball buddy that you love to death, and that's kind of the whole energy.
And that's John Candy to a T as well. It's like this character is so much him. I watched that documentary, I Like Me.
Oh, yeah.
Please watch it, guys.
I Like Me. Talk about one of the best lines of the movie. I like me.
It's on
My
Amazon,
wife likes me.
And it's just, it was so damn good. It's almost like it's a movie. There's almost like a Heath Ledger effect to it, man. It's like his last movie or one of his last, just, I don't know, knowing that he was lost.
Planes and Trains was?
It wasn't his last, but like he was, it's just, I don't know. There's some kind of thought to, a guy being taken too soon and just having that kind of performance and on screen. It's just a lasting movie. I think both of them, Steve Martin and John Candy, said this was their favorite movies that they ever did.
No way. That's awesome. And Dad, I actually don't know. This is awful, but how did John Candy pass?
Austin, I don't know. I'm sure it was a heart attack.
He had a heart attack. So he was, I actually heard it today, of course, but he was doing filming for everything. He took on like a lot of like projects and just worked the hell out of himself and had a drinking problem. It wasn't like he was mean or anything, but he liked to drink. He liked to smoke. Kind of one of those things. He was too heavy, and just ended up
pushing it too hard.
Just happened, It's just kind of one of those things. But
do you remember when he passed away, Dad? Do you remember like the cultural significance of it?
We had lost John, we lost John Belushi. We all knew we were going to lose him. Okay. And then you lose a guy like John Candy, which, like Austin's pointing out, he was a big drinker. The movie Stripes, the rumor is, hey, he's like, hey, we're in Fort Knox. Where the hell can we get some cold beer? He had people bringing in beer so he could drink at night while they were filming that movie.
I don't think he was ever like a drunkard though. So I don't want to I don't want to point.
But he liked to drink also. There's a big difference. He liked to drink.
He just had some unhealthy
Sure. He wasn't, it wasn't like he was drunk. He just liked to drink.
Yeah. So,
jeez. Hey, but let's say this. Neal Page is, he's the perfect straight guy for this. He just sets John Candy up. If you haven't watched Murders in the Building with Steve Martin and Martin Short, it's the same kind of thing, guys. Steve Martin just sets characters up for them just to be so funny. And the look on his face, I think that's what kind of draws you in. It's like, oh my God, that was really, he just has that look like, no, that wasn't funny, but it's because it's funny because of his reaction. And he just draws you in, man.
Well, there's so much air of like his shit doesn't stink, to his personality.
Yeah. That's the way. That's about 3/4 of the movie. The last quarter, you start seeing that, hey, he starts lightening up and has a little fun.
Yeah, there's just so much heart.
What's the saying, Austin? John Candy says to him, go with the flow, man. and
Like
Neal
that.
Page cannot go with the
Like
flow.
on the shoulders of a mighty stream.
Yeah, just go with the flow. And you know what? I mean, once he does, you start seeing him. You see when that
Keep
scene where
on
they're
got it.
yeah. Oh, here's a Kentucky, the blue Kentucky. Da, da, da. That was so cute. And he pops his hand off of that steering wheel. You could tell, like, throwing in the towel. I might as well have a good.
Well,
time.
our big moment is, hey, you're gonna freeze out there. Where he's in the room and he just can't do it. He's like, God, I like this guy too much. There's no way I can leave him like that. And that cute little look that Dell gives him of like, oh my gosh, he came out. Like it's just so sweet. And it's that same little look like when he's looking over his shoulder in the bed after he wants to see if he's going to come back, what he's going to do.
Yeah, that's great. Man.
It is so silly, man. Like, just good-hearted again, and like, especially once you start to figure out Dell's backstory, right? Because I think, not to make this more macro than it needs to be, not to make it bigger than it has to be, but man, maybe it is worth just kind of considering those perspectives and things. Because Neal's just like, God, this guy won't shut up. He's screwing me over. He's done this to me. He's done this. Granted, he did some pretty messed up stuff, not putting insurance on his car and whatever, and all the stupid stuff he did. But, I mean, the thing is, you never really do know where someone's coming from. And once you start to get more of that backstory, I'd say our guy Dell really is made out to be a pretty sad character. He's got it rough. Hasn't been home in years. I mean, this guy's still carrying around a photo of his wife. She passed away, what's he say, 8 years ago?
8 years.
I mean,
8
Dell,
years ago.
Am I
Dude was
hearing a
struggling.
message to the people back home, Griff? You got something you want to say? You got making a bigger, I guess, is allegory the word? Is that what is that correct?
I think allegory might have to have some religious significance. I could be wrong about that. But
Basically, what I'm saying is,
oh, well, you go on. What were you saying, Os?
so you're just telling everyone to treat everyone with kindness.
I'm saying
Right.
on this day, right before Thanksgiving, be thankful for the people in your life and also be gracious with the people that you meet, because you never know what someone is going through. And, sometimes maybe when you're a little bit off your rocker and someone shows you some grace, be mindful and say, damn, that person saw me with some perspective in mind, and I appreciate that, and, pass it on.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Listen to this, guys. Listen to this.
Go ahead,
So,
Austin.
the John Candy documentary starts with Bill Murray. And something that he mentions in that is that John Candy was the type of guy that would be nice to waiters and waitresses. For the people that were, working, doing their job. He was the everyday man. He was the down-to-earth person. And it's that kind of behavior that, makes John Candy such a significant, just, cultural character, man. Like, just awesome individual. I would have loved live when he was doing his thing. I wish he was still alive. It would have been great to see what he would have gone on to do, because just was one of those good spirits, you could tell, certainly. And carrying that kind of very Thanksgiving quality, and that you should always be grateful, is a positive thing that, you definitely take that from this movie, and that's the heart of it. That's the great shit.
Absolutely. And
Absolutely.
kind of tagging you, Dad, I'm kind of going back just a little bit more. Do you remember the first time that you did watch this movie? Do you remember?
Griffin, the first time I watched this, I think I was in Indiana with Austin's dad, and I think I watched it with him. I got to be honest with you. I think that was the first time I watched it.
Wow.
And because when it came out, it looked kind of silly, the previews they came out with. And then I watched it with Austin's father. And I sat there and, maybe I was a little, maybe I'd had a little sauce. I don't know. I know I did.
Milk of human kindness.
Milk of human. Oh, yes, we had a lot of milk of human kind. But I just remember, and you all know my scene, and I'll talk about that as we go. But that scene, that scene, I had a little tear run down my eye, and it's one of those, I'm looking over and I'm like, yeah, oh man, my contacts are bugging.
Allergies are bad this time of year.
Yeah, allergies are terrible. But it tore me up. I think, you guys are at that age, and I hear it. What you're saying is, you're saying, hey, you know what? Recognize what's going on. And when you see John Candy's character, Dale Griffith, with a trunk, that probably weighs 100 pounds, there's got to be a little bit more than he's just going around and selling. I mean, question should have been asked right then and there when you see that trunk that the man's carrying around. Yeah. Why would you be carrying that around? And first couple of times I watched it, you go, man, I should have caught that. Man, I should have caught that. Now that I've watched it, 30, 40 times, you get it every time. You're going, Neal, why didn't you recognize that you're carrying around this 100-pound trunk of Dell's? Why wouldn't you have asked, what the hell are you doing? You want to hear what? Go ahead.
You want to hear one of my gripes for this?
Hey, let's hear a gripe.
Yeah.
Why the hell does Dell not have wheels on that goddamn thing?
Yes.
What the fuck is he doing?
It doesn't make
He's been home. He's been on the run for 5 years, and he's fucking lugging that bastard around.
Hey, he probably meets a Neal Page in every town who just carries it around with him.
Yeah, there's like a...
I think it would be too easy, Austin. I think that's part of the charm is you see them lugging that around. The question I have is when they're in the restaurants, when they're on the, when they're moving around, you don't see that luggage of his. Where is that? Where is it? You see it in the car. You saw it strapped on the back of the luggage rack, which I thought was funny as can be that they had that big old thing. But you don't see a lot of that. And I kept watching this time to go, okay, Neal had this, Dell Griffith had this. Do they have it each scene? That blue bag that he has. When they're getting off the train, you see Dell with it. I'm like, oh, that's so good that they kept up with that. So I kind of was following that just to see. But, man, that's a lot of luggage that poor cat was dragging around. Damn.
Yeah, I want to hear, guys. Do you have anything, like, in this movie that you can go at?
Ooh.
Like what? Give me your least favorite thing about this movie. I want to hear it. We're going to be sucking this one off. I mean, you're going to be on our knees all episode. Let's be honest, guys. So let's mix it up a little bit. I got one in mind. If you want me to go while you...
Yeah, why don't you...
No, go ahead, Austin. We love this movie. You know that.
This is something that I thought this time around. I thought Mrs. Page is pretty underdeveloped as a character. She just sits there looking sad. And what I found out from these deleted scenes as well, and there's a whole entire deleted subplot, she apparently thought that Neal was having an affair.
Oh. That makes sense.
And none of that is stated. And she's just always mopey as hell. It's like, what are you, like, he's going to be home. Like, I get it. He's going to be maybe late for Thanksgiving, but like,
well, he missed this little girl's recital,
I know, but like the whole time she's so like, I'm so sad. Like it's just all those like,
hey,
almost like an angelic.
Hey, I hear, I guess you guys ain't got the good life. You know what I'm talking about? Austin's like, damn, where's this? My lady, my girl doesn't treat me like that. She don't miss me when I'm gone.
He's doing this on the day before Thanksgiving. People are going to be listening to this.
Austin, I'm looking at him the same way going, here we're talking about holiday cheer and being nice, and this guy's just trying to cut your legs out from under.
It was just, because he couldn't come up with an answer that I asked him. He froze on the spot.
I think that's funny.
And give him my input.
I'll say this, Austin.
Hey, let me redeem myself at least.
She's, aside from being just drop dead gorgeous, like
she's a pretty lady.
I do think that that's a good point, Austin. I think that the truth is, though, like, the movie is just so centered on Dell and Neal that there probably just wasn't that much room for it. I mean, God, that is hard, though. Admittedly, I am struggling. I mean, the situations get zany. They're just totally out of bounds. But, I think that's just part of the appeal. It's just fun. So, yeah. I can't really complain about that.
I would have a hard time outside of that. That's just the one thing that I kind of keyed in on. I was like, I just don't really like her, how they're portraying her. Like she's just, utterly depressed, like entirely. It's like, I think she'd be like, okay, still. Like she was like really distraught almost. It's like, I get it.
I will say when I was watching her, when she starts crying when he shows up, I was like, that might be a bit much. But then again, I'm thinking it is Thanksgiving and, he was supposed to be home like 2 days earlier, right? So
that's her best scene, I would say.
Yeah, it's no she sees him and
that part rocks.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I think if anything, maybe
Nick Cage wasn't in the movie.
This is a tough one. If I had to say anything, maybe it's because, I do think that 80s comedy is it's a little cheesier. I think it's a little just, it's got that little 80s embellishment that I think wears a little thin nowadays. I think
John
this
Hughes
movie
does it best.
Yeah, he does it best.
Oh,
I think that this movie is
maybe
sticky.
Too.
It's a shticky movie, and I think some people would not like the shtick. I think they'd be like, "Hey, you know what? Like this is too much for me." I think maybe in some parts it's too much, but you still kind of love it. You know what I mean?
You know what I would say to them?
What?
You're no friend of mine.
Yeah, you're no friend. Yeah. I mean, Austin, I think you got me. I don't know if I can say anything. I'm really not all on.
Griffin, what do you not like about this movie? I mean, come on, we got Kevin Bacon. We've got Kevin Bacon in this movie, dude. Yeah. I mean, Kevin Bacon
Go off on your cameos. Do it, Mike. This is
you got Kevin Bacon. He's 28 years old. He had just done Footloose. I mean, this guy was a huge star, and he wanted to be in this movie. I mean, that was a kick-ass scene. I loved it. We've already talked about, I don't know who the character was, the cameo that he did, the boss of Steve Martin's, Neal Page. I love his character. Again, I've seen him in several movies. I thought he looked like a young Potter from It's a Wonderful Life. Guys, I don't know if you all know this one, but Weird Science, there's a guy, he kind of talks like this, and he's got a real kind of fat man, and he's the character in Weird Science, and he's got a big cigar in his mouth, and his name is Fats.
Who's he in this movie?
He is the bus driver for Marathon, and he goes, "Hey, I can't even do his voice." Also,
when
it's
he
so
gets off
deep.
the bus, yeah. I know the voice.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I know what the guy looks
his
like.
name is, and I wrote it down because I was like, "Oh, I can't miss on this one." His name is Fats. What is it? Daggone it, I'm choking. But his name is something Fats, and that's what they call him. And he's Fats in Weird Science, by the way. So
really, same name. Well, they got Ferris Bueller's dad. That's one of those guys like, that fucking guy. Yeah. They got Martin Ferrero, who is actually the lawyer in Jurassic Park who gets eaten off the toilet by the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that one, you got Doobie. Doobie's a police officer in Home Alone, the one that's on the phone eating the donut.
Yeah.
So there's a lot. And we got Kevin goddamn Bacon, Ben Stein at the airport.
For sure.
Flights are
our girl,
our girl at the counter.
Our gobble girl, she's
gobble.
Movies.
River Runs Through It Again comes up.
Austin, his name is Chino Williams, and they call him Fats. I finally found it.
Well done. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Let's get in. I think let's go ahead and revive this question since we hadn't had a movie in a while. And
yes, sir.
It's one of our newer ones.
Yes, sir.
Is this one are you going to take a girl on a date for this one, or is this one with the homies? How would you apply that one to this one? I said I'm not even going to fuck around with it, man.
This is
for everyone,
no,
man.
It really is. I will say you could bring your friends, you could bring a girl. I mean,
this is a buddy comedy.
This is one you're going to walk out. I mean, it's a feel good movie. This is a home run for both. That's an easy question. Next, what's the next question?
Okay, we got it in at least.
Yeah,
we know Mike's minks of the movie for sure. That one's no secret either. All right, let's do our favorite scenes. How about that, fellas?
Let's do it.
Scenes. I mean, I hate to steal the thunder here, guys, but I think one of the best scenes in the movie, hands down, and it's a little bit of an extended scene. I'll take a few of them.
That's fine.
Obviously, we finally make it to Chicago. What's the little train stop? Is it LaSalle and Van Buren?
Yes.
LaSalle and Van Buren.
We finally make it to Chicago. And, Del and Neal have said goodbye to each other probably 15 times already, but this time it's sticking. Neal's getting home, and they have that moment, hey, and they don't know what to say, because what can you say after the adventure they just shared together? Neal Page gets on, and our guy Del stays back, and, has that little smile, but he's got some sadness under there too, and he waves goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Neal's on the way home. We see what he's thinking about. He's thinking about his family. He's so excited to get back. Next thing you know, he starts getting those little moments, little thoughts about Del, things he said. I haven't been home in years. Just all the other little thoughts. And I think he starts seeing, oh, wow, he starts putting the pieces together, right? Next thing you know, he's got to go back to the train station and see if Del's still there. And he, of course, is. We find out the real story. His wife passed, like we said, 8 years ago. He doesn't have a home. He doesn't have anywhere to be. It's Thanksgiving Day.
Gut-wrenching.
Gut-wrenching.
That scene of that shot, I should say, of Steve Martin on the train sitting down and just kind of laughing, giggling. That was not like he didn't know they were filming them.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Well, you see it. It's genuine. I mean, I think that's amazing. And what do you hear? What do you see? You see Neal look at him. And next thing you know, they're walking down the street.
And the music.
Music's going.
Go.
We get inside.
Away.
Every time you go.
It takes a piece of me with you.
Every time you go. Yeah, it's so good. And you're like, yeah. And you see Miss Page come down. Hello, Mr. Griffith. Hello, Miss Page. It's like, oh my God, it's just so good. And you can see in Del's eyes, he's in a good place, He's going to get to have Thanksgiving with people who care about each other and who care about him too. And
kind of like Scrooge too, how it just freezes the frame at the end.
Yeah.
In a way, but this one, instead of it being what turned into Jacob Marley, the knocker on his door, it's Neal Page, it's Del Griffith's face, just happy as can be, content. It just was grand, so beautiful.
Good.
Yeah, man.
And guys, there was a line before all of that went down, and they actually, I mean, it kind of choked me up a little bit. They actually embraced. You saw the hug, but he said, Del says, "Hey, got you home," and they both go a little late, and Neal says, "But I'm a little wiser." And I mean, I've heard that. I mean, again, I've watched this thing a million times. This time it just really, it got me because, I was taking all the notes. I'm really digging into this. And it's like, damn, he really did. And then as Griffin pointed out, as he's on the train, you see all of those thoughts running through his head. And it's like, yeah, I'm a little wiser. Why the hell did I not pick up on this? And that's when he came back. And it was just, as Griffin pointed out, that was a wonderful. Griffin, by the way, I think that's hands down the best.
I mean, it's just so good. And
it's the number one scene of the movie.
What has always torn me up about that scene is, I already said it, but when he's seeing those flashbacks and you see that quick moment, I haven't been home in years. And it just really hits you. It's like, oh God, it's like, it just hits so hard. It's like, oh wow. But
this is my time to say it, guys. When you see him, my favorite scene is when she's coming down and you see him and he's squeezing that hat thinking, he's thinking of his wife and how much he misses her. And she says, hello, Mr. Page. And he just, hello, Mr. Griffith. And he says, hi, Mrs. Page. He just, when he squeezes that hat, Oh man, it gets
Hair
me
shaft.
every time. Gosh,
She was
darn.
really happy to see him because then she knew he wasn't having an affair.
Yeah, and now that makes a whole hell of a lot more sense.
He did have his hands in his ass cheeks, though. So
Yeah.
He says that line in one of the deleted scenes. Like he actually says, "Before I go to sleep, I gotta adjust my underwear, scratch my ass." Like there's a lot more to that scene too. It's crazy.
God.
Hey, another great quick scene. I'll call it a great line. And actually, I won't take it from you, Austin. But I want the Chalmers line. Can you deliver it for us?
I don't have it. I don't have it like written out completely. But what kind of plastic you carry? It's like, all I got is a Chalmers. It's a
Big and tall.
big and tall man shop in the Pacific Northwest. Great stuff. Unfortunately, it does us no good here. Something along those lines. Yeah, that
so
shit is
good.
great.
Hey,
It's
Gus.
so good.
How are you, buddy? Hey, Dale Griffith.
There you go.
Still Griffith. Still $1 million away from $1 million,
Yeah.
Shy of
$1
$1 million.
Still
I mean, there's so many of those. And then your guy goes, "Hey, the last room in the complex." That voice of his, that squeaky voice. Gosh, he was great.
One of my favorites is
Gus.
from that second. I love the second motel guy who's a little sleazier, and he hands him those burnt up credit cards,
the
and the
lawyer
guy
in
goes,
Jurassic Park.
the guy goes, "These aren't." Or I think he says those aren't credit cards. And that's how he says it.
Yeah,
You got a nice
Griffin, that's his real voice. He's a creepy so-and-so. He did the same thing in Jurassic.
Oh God.
I don't own the place.
Yeah.
So what do you have?
Do you have
I've got $2 and a
What?
Casio.
I'm gonna have to say goodnight.
I'm going to say goodnight. That's exactly what he says. Oh, God.
Shall I get into some of my favorites?
Hit it, Oz.
I feel like I got some cleanup to do. You guys just went for the same one and didn't mention it.
Oh, no. I got some, too.
No,
God,
worries.
you gotta have another scene than that, don't you? I mean, God, the bedroom scene is amazing. The
Griffin.
bedroom
Oh,
scene's
The
fantastic.
taxi scene is great. With Doobie.
You talking with Doobie?
Oh,
Meet
yeah.
the Flintstones.
Hey, why is he driving?
What a
Why is he
great damn
driving us
scene
all
there.
over the town. Hey, he's real proud of his town. He wants to show you. He goes,
that's
"It's
a
the
damn
middle
rare
of the
thing
night."
these days.
Yeah, it's a damn rare thing. It's the middle of the night. And then he comes
That
in.
cracked me up last night. It's the middle of the night. Like he's like, "Quit, shut up, man." Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
and-
why are
and
you
then when he
taking such a
comes
long
in-
route?
And he's got that air, that hoopty of a car, and he and drops it down to the ground. I mean, that is funny. And what did it say on his like gear shift, like Wolfie or what was it?
That was on his license plate, Wolf.
Yeah, Wolfie. That's what it was.
Well,
Oh,
I think something else with Dell, and sorry, I know you're about to just lay in us, but we got to help you out a little bit with some of these
Yeah,
scenes.
go
man.
for it. Have
Golly.
some fun.
But-
You got some time.
With Dell, man, I think that what's so funny is just it really is that just silly personality and the kind of like naivete. Like you said, Dad, where he's like, "Oh man, isn't this great?" They're riding with Doobie, and you can see Neal Page is like, "What the hell is this?"
I just
And
want to
he's
get.
like,
I just want to get in a room and go to
he's
sleep.
just
Yeah.
proud of his town, man. No, I mean, that stuff cracked me up. I think another amazing scene, well, I'll do two of them if I could. I mean, the thing is, Austin, we know all of these scenes. Every single scene is great, and they all got something special to them. Even when they're waiting to get
Very
on
well
that.
paced movie.
Oh my gosh! Well, even when
Compact, man.
even before they're waiting to get on that bus, and there's the prospector sitting beside him with a freaking rat running up. Why? It's just so silly. It's so silly. But then you get in the bus, and even beforehand, we have Dale say, "Hey, have you ever traveled by bus?" And Neal's like, "No." He says, "Well, what does he say, Austin?" But he says something like, "Well, I don't think you're going to like it much. I don't think you're going to like it very much."
Yeah, it's something with that meaning, that purpose behind
Well,
it.
and that's another great thing about Dell. Like even when they land in Wichita, I mean, what a great line when he says, "Hey, are you saying I could be? You saying I could be
Prospector's on the
stuck?
screen right now.
Yeah, are you saying I could be stuck in Wichita? I'm saying
you are stuck.
stuck in Wichita."
In Wichita.
You know,
we have better luck playing pickup sticks with our butt cheeks.
Yeah, he's just rubbing it in on the guy.
Yeah.
But man, that damn bus, when he says, "Hey, my friend Neal Page here, he's got a song for everybody. He's got a song. We're gonna sing it, guys."
3 coins and a fountain.
Each one seeking happiness.
Flintstones. Me the Flintstones.
Yabba yabba dabba doo done.
I mean, that's just awesome,
he just can't,
man.
he like everything he does. It's funny, and poor Neal's trying to.
I think
he
it
just can't do it.
Well, it's showing Neal too, where it's like, Neal, maybe you do need to lighten up a little bit. You know, maybe our guy Dale is a little bit of a chowderhead, but God, the guy's fun and people like him. And then, sorry, Austin, now I'm kind of running. I mean, when you see him selling the shower curtain rings and you get to see him actually do the work he does, it's like, damn, people love this guy. And of course they love him. He's a great guy. The way
you look. Hey, girls, I'll tell you this. You look almost 18 years old with those on.
He was putting on a clinic, man. At the end, he had a heat check. He said, "These were the Grand Wizard of China." He was just so on fire, man. He threw that fucking shit. It didn't matter what he was saying, man. He couldn't be stopped. Everything was going in the bucket. It was a big fucking
When he told him I had 100 bones, I got 100 bones. He was just great.
Hey, I'm going to leave. There's another scene I have in mind, but I know you're going to get it, Austin. Last one, I'll say.
Austin, you go ahead. If you missed anything, I'm going to.
Well, hey, Dad, I want to give you this. What do you guys think when we're actually in the diner after Dell just made that killing selling the rings, and we finally see him get a little pissed off at Neal? Can someone dig into that a little bit? I think that's a great scene.
Well, it's good, and it's I mean, it's not like a massive one in it by any means, but yeah, it is good to see that Dell is finally like, you know what? No, fuck you, man. This is bullshit. You know, we've done a lot together, and you're just brushing me off like I'm fucking nothing, you know? Yeah. And he pays his dinner, walks on out, and gets his last word. I mean, did you have anything more to that than you wanted to say?
No, I just think it's nice because you need. It's funny, like I feel like with relationships,
you saw the pushback from Dell, is what you saw.
Well, you need a little bit of that pushback occasionally.
So bad for him too.
Yeah. Well, what's he say? He's like, "Sure you do," and he just walks off. Yeah, and it's like, but you finally
he was just disgusted with him. He finally just sees through that. Hey, Neal just doesn't care for him at all, and it's like, okay, I've played this game long enough.
Well, the thing is too, it's like we've kind of already discussed this, and it's not necessarily explicitly stated, but I guess it kind of is, because when Dell is out in his car, he said, "I did it again." He is meeting a Neal Page every day of the week, man. He's latching on to these people and he's running them off. Yeah, that's what's happening.
Oh, for
and
sure.
There is a line in the deleted scenes too. It's like I would run them off, but this time I couldn't. You know, I couldn't get away from them though. Like I wanted them, you know, like I guess it was just meant to say that they're such great friends. And Steve Martin, I think there was an interview with him that he mentioned that deleted scene line, and remembering it broke him up, you know, talking about John Candy. And it was just like, yeah,
that's great.
Yeah. That's great.
Well, God, fantastic. Just turning the tables. How funny is it when Dell smacks on Neal's ass when he says, "I have a motto: like your work, love your wife," and just shoves it right in his neck. How funny is that, man? I think that's so funny. He's just like patronizing the hell out of him. Yeah, what do you do? Do you smack your kid when he spills his milk?
You're not very tolerant.
Bird doesn't do as much ball handling as you do. 1 hour in mold.
Hey, Dad, you're right. You're not very tolerant.
Yeah.
And hostile too.
Yeah, huh?
They just that scene just shows the acting chops of both the guys. I mean, they tear into one another. I mean, you see Steve Martin, Chatty,
yeah.
You know, you see that's
a
great.
hard scene.
And then he looks at him, you know, I like, that's when he gives you that, you know, I like myself, you know, my customers like me, you know, my wife likes me, you know, it was just, that was that point where Neal he'd crossed the line. And when he did that, you could see, I mean, Neal, deep down, we all know Neal's a great guy. And, he's got pressures that Dell doesn't has any clue about, with a wife and kids and everything at home. And you just see all of that, like, man, I've gone too far. That was wrong. When I said, I'm reading a vomit bag, and I could go to any seminar, any insurance seminar, because I've been with Dell Griffith. It's just,
the shower curtain guy.
The shower curtain
but
guy.
Like you're saying, when you see how he actually hurts Dell,
yes,
that gets you. You're like, oh damn, he took it too far,
and it got him.
It's probably the best acting in the entire movie, right there. Yeah. And let me go ahead and say my favorite scenes. Guys.
Go for it.
So absolutely has to be that one bed, and then the music. When they see that fucking thing as they walk in. Oh, weather's been nice lately. Dancing around it to the shower scene within that. So that whole first night there. And that's actually something as well. Apparently Dell comes into the shower, and that's how, Neal wouldn't have noticed all the nasty shit on the floor going in there, right? That's probably the biggest plot hole from the editing. Is that he absolutely would have seen that there was no towels. There was a slobbing mess everywhere.
Okay.
Oh, that's fair. That's a good point.
Yeah. But that of course, the monologue, the I like me, that conversation is great. And then, there is just really good stuff that next day when they're, after they've been robbed, and he gets accused of having stolen his money, and then he has no money himself. And he's like, we were robbed. Do you
think so? Yeah.
But then we see fucking Owen. We see Gus's son right after that too, man. It just does not let go of you the whole time, man.
No,
everything is well paced.
Came out sideways. There's so many lines, man. Lines for
guys.
days.
The scene that gets me is when he goes, and then he shakes Neal Page's hand, and Neal, he just the look of like,
tell me to shut up if you're not liking this information anymore. But Steve Martin was not told that. They told him before the scene, and that disgust.
Austin, that is great.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Austin. You know what? It worked because the look on his face was just like, oh shit. And I mean, it was, I've said it to your dad numerous times. Man, that was real. That was real. That disgusted him.
There you go.
Your boy had gloves on. It didn't matter to him. Oh, God.
I'll tell you my favorite scene. I won't go with the finale, which is
nice.
Amazing. But I will go with the mess around. John Candy.
Oh, good for you.
Ripping it up, man.
I do the mess around.
It up. Oh, my God.
Austin, give me your little thing.
I do the mess around. And he's just smoking his cigarette. And he's halfway going off the road the whole
jacket
time.
Gets caught.
Oh my God.
Well, then it goes into that whole comedy sketch. That is literally just like an SNL comedy sketch or something. With this, you get the crotch shot of him up with the wheel.
Oh yeah, gosh.
Okay. And then
my
God.
gosh.
You know what happens right after that? You're going the wrong way.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad, how many times did you say that when we were growing up?
Oh, that I love that.
Give us one of your things.
And also, you got to do it for us. And he says, he said, "You're going the wrong way." How does he know that we're going? How does he know where we're going?
Yeah. How does he know? He's drunk.
How many times did we say that driving out west? Look at them. Yeah. Oh, that's so great. Good for you, Austin. I had that one down. That's wonderful.
And then they just goes into that hell sequence where they're going through the two semi trucks. It's just awesome.
As if it's the damn.
You're gonna break the seat. You're gonna break the seat.
The car catches on fire right after that.
Well,
then he slumped in the gut.
Before that, Houdini died that way. You could have killed me. Hey.
that's how
Houdini died.
Yeah, that's how. What does he say, Austin? When he finally gets the car to stop, and he's just sweating, and Neal wakes up and says, "You okay, man?"
It's getting hot in here. Take a Barker off.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. No, it is well done, Griff. Thank you for bringing that back. But then when he gets out after they've gone through it, they'll be able to buff this out, no problem.
God, I'm on the screen right now. I'm watching where the guy grabs Neal by his nuts, and I love how Del gets out. You ass! What does he say? You are being such an asshole.
Inconsiderate.
Crush your head like a melon.
Inconsiderate ass.
It's like, what is your problem?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh my. Yeah.
With
man, that's
pleasure.
But that night too, right after that. So that just whole sequence is electric to me. They go back and they get drunk. That's the turning point.
Yeah.
They become friends.
That's what I was thinking too. I was like, Austin,
where are you going,
man?
Where are you going? I'm going to Jamaica, man. Jamaica.
Ali.
Got the rum, man.
Then he talks about drinking that. I'm going to Italy. What's he doing? Amarillo or something like that. It's just, gosh, the whole thing is great.
But God,
going to Mexico.
I keep laughing through this whole goddamn thing, but I love the part where Del goes to the bathroom and they're still kind of chatting. He's pissing. Del says something, and Del opens the door to laugh while he's in the bathroom. He just opens the door only just to go.
That is great.
And then he zaps himself on the fucking. Oh my God! The light.
Well, Del was just eating it up, getting a chance to spend some time with someone. What about Austin? I think of Will Sissel every time. What about him messing with the the seat in the car? Got to get my back. I can
promise you, anytime Will Sissel gets in your car, your seat's going to be in a different fucking place.
Nothing worse than those guys that get in your car and they change.
You broke it. You messed with it so much you broke it. Look at that. God, it's so
I got a
good.
bad back and it hurts like a bugger.
Yeah.
Oh
so
God.
funny.
What else is there in there? Let me just.
Austin,
there's
we
got to do the you're fucked. We got to do the whole you're fucked.
What about?
And listen to this note. Let me get this in here real quick, Mike, and now I'll let you run.
Go ahead.
So I was thinking in this, like, how awesome would it be to kind of be in this generation when it wasn't cell phone. At the same time, that whole entire marathon car not being there sequence is eliminated by a cell phone. That doesn't happen today. Like that inconvenience.
Oh yeah, he'd have had the tickets. Everything would have been on his phone.
This whole
knife, right?
I was thinking this whole movie. I mean, the whole movie doesn't make sense. But again, it's 40 years ago.
They didn't have cell phones. When he's trying to rotary phone at the hotel, he's trying to dial.
What about when he's holding the phone like this? He's like holding it like with a claw.
Yeah, because Griffin, guys, you did not want to because they were always nasty. People put bubble gum on the end of them so you get it stuck to your ear or worse. It was just gross as hell. You'd always have a handkerchief or something holding on to it. You're like, this is gross. God knows what's happened to this. It was just awful.
My God. What was your thing, Dad? You were going to go.
Things that bother you. And he says, well, what things bother you about me? And he says, you play with your balls a lot. And he goes, I do not play with my balls a lot. He goes, Larry Bird doesn't play as much. It doesn't have as much ball handling as you do in a night. And he said, he says something like, basically
make me happy.
That's what I was getting to. Make me happy. What? 2 balls and some extra fingers. Yeah. I just was
that's the best one-liner in the movie. I think
it is great. He goes, what? 2 balls and an extra. What do you have? And an extra set of fingers. That's what it was.
God, that's
it's going off right now on my screen. I can see it.
Oh, God,
no, I'm simply stating a fact. That's all. You fidget with your nuts a lot. What would make me happy? Extra couple balls, an extra set of fingers.
That is great. That is great.
Did I miss anything? I'm sure we did.
The rental agreement you were getting ready to get into, Austin, when she says, when he
won't get into our characters.
Yes, that was awesome. We get into, and she's a cute little actor. She does a great job. She's an ornery little thing. She gobble, and then he's so irritated by her talking to somebody else on the phone. And then when she gets fucked too. Oh God. And then he starts that, you can effing do this and you can effing do that and you can effing, your rosy cheeks. And she said,
took the movie from a PG to an R.
It had to.
For sure.
And then she says to him, as cute as can be, she says, "Do you have your rental agreement?" "No, I left it in the parking lot." "You're fucked." And I'm like,
hey!
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm watching Mess Around right now, Aus. Hey, I'll take it over, Austin. My favorite character in the movie is Del Griffith. I think Del is just so
Do we all just get it out there? Do we all just say it? It's fucking Del Griffith.
Del Griffith. He's the all-star.
Do it justice.
And that's not to say that Neal isn't a great character. I really enjoy
the straight
Neal.
guy.
He's necessary.
He sets everything up.
He's the straight
just
guy.
Remember that.
But Del Griffith, all the personality, all the heart. I think we all see a little bit of ourselves in Del Griffith, right?
We wish we did.
We wish we did, but
we all know what Del Griffith is.
We all know Del. We all have those little things that bug the hell out of us, but end of the day, he's a great guy, and all he wants to do is be your friend and to be a good person. And especially again, I'll do it again. It's about Thanksgiving time, guys. Hey, you gotta appreciate the people in your life. Yeah, you gotta appreciate the people.
Yeah, maybe you come in and stick around and see your family, you little shit. Quit preaching all this when you're not even coming home and seeing your family.
Hey, what are you talking about?
Austin, go home, see your family, and appreciate them. Yeah, I'm gonna come home, see a movie with you guys. And I'm out of here. Eat all your food, and I'm leaving. Good job, Griff. Bravo.
Yeah.
Hey, Dad,
I got engaged last week and got.
Hey, I didn't even come see his cousin.
I might change my mind if you were talking some WCs after we watch.
Well, we're doing that afterwards. I mean, that's a gimme.
Hey, Austin.
Those aren't pillows.
Yeah, those aren't pillows. Gosh, that was great.
Gosh,
all right, guys, let's get in our categories. How about that?
Favorite character? Well, yeah, we did our favorite characters.
We know that. Let me ask a question.
Do we need to say more about Del Griffith? Is there anything else left to say?
We've said so much.
He may be one of the most lovable characters on screen that you've seen.
Well, it just feels so much like John Candy. And John Candy, I don't know how much you've watched of it, man. And I probably should watch more, but people say that Molly Ringwald, and I think I might just be stealing this straight from the documentary. People say, Macaulay Culkin says this in the documentary. Molly Ringwald is associated as John Hughes's person. She's done 3 movies with John Hughes. John Candy did 9. So John Hughes and John Candy really did that shit together. So he's just and it bleeds through in all his characters. He's just such a great guy to see on camera. Uncle Buck is an amazing one. His character in Home Alone, he was there for 24 hours to shoot all his scenes in Home Alone. But you love that character, right?
Wow. Great outdoors.
Stripes. Yeah. Stripes, if you haven't seen that, he
Cool Runnings. People love Cool Runnings. People love it, man. But the thing is, man, and that's a great point, Austin. In memoriam, of course, because what a fantastic actor and what a light, Both you and I,
John Hughes is no longer with us either. He passed it. I think.
Very, very good, Austin. Neither of us were alive when John Candy was, but we see the legacy and we understand it because he's just that charismatic and fantastic on the screen. So, it makes this movie a treasure too. So that's all that is for me.
Yeah, and it's because of these 2 actors. They're great, no doubt.
Sure.
6 men. We got a lot of options for this one, so maybe this makes up for no options.
Guys, you got to let me start with this one.
Go
6 man. Marie is the 6th man of this movie. Dell's wife. She's the sixth man of the movie.
I like it, Mike.
If not Marie, it's Owen, Gus's son. He's just, gosh, that little ornery bastard. God, he was great. Yeah. And the other one that I loved, I don't know if she even had a name. I called her the Gobble Gobble woman. She was great. Those three they really stood out to me. Car rental agent.
I think mine's
Edie
Gus.
McClurg.
I like Gus because he's just so funny.
Gus is
Dale
great.
Griffith, how the hell are you? Oh, and we missed a part. Dale goes, oh, this is my great buddy, Neal Page. He goes, hiya, Nick. That's what Gus says. He calls him Nick. Like, just immediately got it so funny, man.
Gus is highlighted for me as well.
Yeah, Gus.
He's great.
How the hell are you? He's just so silly, man.
He's so
Of course,
great.
you got to mention, Mrs.
Gus.
Page, just for being that, like, she's almost just like the MacGuffin, like the thing that we're trying to get home to the whole time. But, like, she, I get it. It makes sense. I understand, Neal. Okay. Well done. Yes, car rental agent, Edie McClurg. Owen. Why not Doobie? We got a fucking
Doobie's
Doobie
awesome.
in there. And the taxi racer, Kevin Bacon. What a great six man. Like that's an awesome scene that we haven't talked about enough either. What an intro. What an awesome fucking intro to that movie. It gets your heart racing a bit. He's running. It's funny as
You'll
hell.
never make the six.
A six
down the road with this
the
shit.
sixth man of this could be the music. The music into this that always that kind of like that fast pace.
I was about to say I actually love the music. It's
Very
super cheesy, super 80s, but it works. It really
And
does.
it's fun.
And we have our songs like Every Time You Go. We have that. We have the Mess Around. We have some good stuff, man.
Guys, what's the best song in the movie?
The Mess Around for me.
The Mess Around. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I had that. Do we know who sang The Mess Around?
Ray Charles.
Ray Charles. Thank you, Austin.
Yeah.
Things and Things, Us.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you're going to skip our sacks?
Oh, God. We got sad sacks.
Oh.
Who's your sack? I got an easy one.
I think it's got to be Dell. Dell's the sad sack of the movie.
Damn, that's tough, though. I can't do that. I'm not gonna do
it's
that.
tough, but I
It makes
know,
sense
man.
in terms of the category. I understand.
There's a lot of sadness in that man, and he's fairly hapless occasionally. So you got some.
You know what, Dell? Get him on.
Yeah, but
the team, right?
he's
Get
a
him on the
sad
team.
sack. We would have Dell. We'd have Dell
Oh
with
my
his
God.
arms around him and be like, Dell, get in here, buddy. What's up,
God,
man?
He'd be
He's
the
probably
first
the
one
guy
to buy
that's gonna have a
drinks.
beer
You
with
know
the
that.
most.
We'd have a ball with him.
Well,
Well, apparently that was something he would do too. Actually, he would.
Oh yeah,
this
Austin,
was
I saw the
hey
same
guys,
Johnny
documentary you saw.
Toronto.
I
Guys.
saw the same thing, Austin, and that was what one of the things that I remember from.
Hey,
it
here's
was,
what it would
hey,
be like
he loved to
drinking.
buy
You want to
drinks.
know what it would be like drinking with Dell Griffith? It'd be, hey guys, I got this round. I got it. You go about 5-6 deep or whatever. At the end, he'd be like, oh God, guys, this time
I forgot my wallet.
I'm sorry, I forgot my wallet. That'd be the Dell Griffith for sure, man. Look at Austin, I got him.
Yeah, and guess what? If it's 2025, they'd be like, I'll Venmo you. You never get that fucking Venmo.
There it is. That's the Dell Griffith. But you'd still love him. You'd talk shit. You'd be like, what an asshole the next day. But you'd love him. You do it. You do it the next weekend.
What are we doing tonight?
Yeah. Who's your sad sack, Oss?
It's little Neal. That fucking bowl ass haircut. It's little Neal. He gets Indian rug burns instead of noogies.
Oh God, that's
That's
fair
not the
enough.
reception I was looking for. It was either him or the second motel clerk. He's one hell of a sack.
yeah, for sure,
That's a
sure.
sack.
What about you, Pops?
I didn't put a
must
whole
be
lot
tired.
of thought into that other than, I think the first 3/4 of the movie, I think Neal's the sad sack of the show. I mean,
I thought the same.
He's a wet sandwich.
Yeah, he's just, you know what? He's got a lot. He's got a beautiful wife. He's got, beautiful children. He's got a beautiful
I've been spending
home.
a lot of time away from home.
Yeah, and he just didn't seem super happy to me. And I
don't think he
honestly,
was
I
happy.
felt sorry for the guy. But I think that last quarter of the movie, you see them, wheels of, that song. What is that song? I'm screwing it up.
Keep on running.
Like, yeah, Blue Moon of Kentucky, keep on shining. That you kind of see him and you start seeing the fun. Another one, Austin, we forgot to put that old Lenny was in the movie. And that's, he was from Laverne and Shirley. He was the police officer, by the way, in the movie.
Okay.
He might have been a
There you
sad sack
go.
too. Hell, I don't know. But
Or
that's
it
fine,
might-
guys.
Do you think?
Or it might have been it might have been that cheese driver looking all stressed out and weird. That
Oh, my
weirdo cheese
God.
driver shutting the
Made
store.
him-
He had
made him in
him driving the back with the cheese
back
because he didn't
where
want
it's
him up
cold
front.
with that cold cheese. Yeah,
that cheese driver?
that was horrible.
He's a sad
And he was
sack.
squirrely as can be. That might have been a good category, Austin. Which one was the squirreliest character in it? I mean, you got the two guys. That you got Gus, and you got the other guy at the motel, and then you got the cheese driver. And there were some squirrely cats.
I mean, we had the prospector in this guy.
Yeah, the prospector.
I mean, there was.
Oh my! We had
There were
that
a lot
one
of
sad
people.
sack sleeping in the airport where Neal's
that
in
was-
Wichita and he goes,
Yeah.
"Oh shit! I guess I'm taking that room with you at the Braidwood."
That look on his face was like, "Good Lord, I'm not doing
I'm not
that."
sleeping.
I'm going home with Dell tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, that's just just like when you're at, I don't know, if you're a college girl just at the end of the night, that one sack at the end of the corner, it's like, I'm striking out with everyone else. I guess I'm going to take him home tonight. That's what ended up happening.
Whoa.
I'm sleeping on the floor.
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
I thought that was from the girl's point of view. What the hell?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Austin, are you going to ask it?
Of course, it's not time.
Okay.
Things and
all right.
things.
Austin, I got this one. You all don't
Take
even
it.
need to respond. How about smoking? How about holiday?
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes. Holiday. Shower curtain guy. I just wanted to say it.
I got shower curtain rings.
Yeah. Delays. Faulty equipment. Go with the flow. Friendship. Those were my big ones.
That's it.
What did I miss, guys? What did I miss, Griff?
All that
Boss,
can
you
go
take it
wrong
out.
will go.
I don't need it. I think you guys got it. You guys got it.
Yeah.
Go
All that
hit it,
can
Austin.
go- All that can go wrong will go wrong.
Yeah, it does.
That's
Other than
your
that,
line.
just like then holiday movie goat question mark. Is it John Hughes? Is it him?
He is the GOAT.
Give
he's
it
the
up.
goat.
Holiday movies and 80s. He's the 80s movies goat
Yeah.
and holiday movies.
He's
Don't
the GOAT.
you forget about me.
Yeah,
He's the GOAT.
I think he's got to be. All right, guys.
Here it
this
is.
Movie better with Nicolas Cage.
Griff?
All right. It's me, right?
Yes, sir. It's always you would be starting out.
Guys, this is a rare occasion where this movie is not
Ooh,
better with Nick Cage.
No.
It does not need Nick Cage. Nick Cage is a worldwide megastar. He might be the most talented actor of all time. And for him to be in this movie, I think he would take away from what makes it so magical on its own. We do not need Nick Cage in this movie. I'm a little sorry to say. We just don't need him in this one.
I
Griff.
appreciate your position, but I disagree. Mike,
I disagree, Griffin. Austin, I want you to go just because I have a feeling we're going to say the same guy.
Well, there's options.
No, there's one that I think he would be that he would have just this would have just blown up into outer space with him in it.
Okay, you know who Nick Cage is?
Here it is.
I think I know who you're going to say, but I got another great one. I think I'm going to say Nick Cage is Doobie. He was going to say Owen.
I'm going to say Owen. Yes.
Yeah.
I just think
Nick Cage is Doobie for me. That's who he would be a good damn Doobie.
I could see that.
Just looking back.
He could have pulled. I mean, I know it's a small role, but man, he would have been hilarious. He would have been great as Doobie, but Owen, him getting out of that car looking like Raising Arizona with that hair flying everywhere.
The only thing is I worry because I think you'd want more Nick Cage. If you got a little taste of him, you'd want some more. And
in his early years, though, it'd be a nice little, it'd be like a little.
He'd have had to finish up the adventure with him.
I
mean, Owen, he'd have had to finish it up with him. They'd have been inviting Nick Cage over.
Doobie was nominated for 6 Man. He'd be a great Doobie.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We love Nick Cage.
That is great, Austin.
Podcast.
Gosh, we have so much fun doing this.
Coffee or wine?
Yeah, geez, haven't done that one in quite a
No.
while.
Been a while.
This
guys,
one, let me
go ahead,
start.
Austin.
Let me start.
Yes,
I
please.
always ask you guys first. This one's a wine movie.
Yes, sir, it is.
And this movie is probably a Cabernet Sauvignon is what it is. You want something that's just big, bold, and just
Is that
hearty
by
as
chance
hell.
what you're drinking right now, Austin?
It is what I'm drinking tonight, and it is a very rich wine, which I think is another way to describe this movie. It is rich. Like even aromatically, this one, a lot of very dark fruit, almost like, like your dried fruit. So it's got that richness, that real like concentrated kind of smell to it and taste to it. The blackberry, very dark fruit.
You getting a little bit of like some cranberry sauce, like Thanksgiving-y spice vibes?
I'm thinking more like blackberry jam, prune, fig, kind of those things. And also I'd say something along the lines of like it's absolutely got some like green pepper almost to it, which is something like a bell pepper, not like anything crazy, but if you think about it, it definitely makes sense. And it's something that happens. There's some like herbaceous qualities to Cabernet Sauvignon, but I had a Carmenere, which like I think it's Chilean is its predominant region. You would not believe how much it just smelled like peppers and tasted like it too. It was crazy. It was when we did that tasting, when I went in that one time, for my, my testing, unbelievable. Like how much it tasted like bell pepper. I hadn't tasted anything like it in a wine. I don't think I loved it too much, to be honest. It was like a quality that maybe it needed to breathe a little bit more. And our instructor was very he definitely said like, I like drinking wine while eating food. Like it was almost like he wouldn't drink wine without eating food kind of thing, because it's meant to be paired and tasted together, which I thought was kind of interesting to consider, which I should do more of. I should be much better at doing that, but fuck, man. I only have so many hours. Coffee or wine, guys? What do you guys think?
What you got, Dad?
Well, I can tell you exactly what I got. Guys, we're going to be watching this again on Sunday with the family, which, it's just a staple of what we do. The family has so much fun. There'll be popcorn, there'll be beers, there'll be wines. Of course, I know these two cats will be drinking wine. This
is something I want to say though. Like and we got to be mindful of this as well. And everyone back home, take this to heart if you're still listening, which we always do appreciate. But with your traditions, something like a movie, make sure to actually pay attention. Don't run through the motions. It's not just the tradition that you do every year. Take it to heart and, really consider what you're doing, who you're spending time with, and how meaningful that is. Something like a movie, you can watch a movie and not really pull from any, like, its purpose and its meaning, what it's trying to tell you. You do that, especially if you watched it a million times, you're just having fun with it. But, taking those messages to heart and actually being thoughtful and present in that way is, I think you got to do that. Make sure you're doing that back home. Don't just run through the motions, because it should be a time of thanks and giving,
Hell yeah, Austin.
Boy, I'm telling you what, you two are something else today. I just hope both of you live by that. I'm expecting a hug. I'm almost expecting a gift on Thanksgiving from you two. Good Lord.
The gift.
I will say
how your lungs doing, Mike?
My lungs are great.
Oh yeah,
My lungs
Smokey
are
the
great.
Bandit.
Yes, sir. Lungs are
All
feeling
right.
good. Yes,
Well,
sir.
I got something
Hey,
for you.
I am feeling wonderful. But let me say this.
Like Moses.
Austin, you guys obviously know your wines, and I would
Well,
love to try whatever you guys are drinking on Sunday. Count me in. I'm going to have a sip, maybe even a glass with you. But there will be a bourbon on ice for this cat. I will have me a Woodford Reserve, probably 2 or 3. I'm going to be feeling like Moses when I leave your all's house. I can't wait. I've been looking forward to this for years that this cat is retired, and I can really enjoy it and enjoy this movie, which again, I did, but I was so focused on making sure that I did, I gave this thing a proper review today that Sunday, I'm just going to soak it in. Like you said, Austin, I'm going to watch it. There may be a tear in this cat's eyes. Up your butt. I don't care. I may have one. You all can laugh at me like you all do, but I cannot wait to watch this with the family. We've got we've got someone new. We've got a couple. No, just one new this year that will be coming, and looking forward for her to get to see this. I hope she enjoys it as much as we do. She needs to partake like we do. I think it just helps. I think it helps the whole viewing of the movie to have a glass of wine, have a cold beer, have a bourbon, have your favorite adult beverage, because this one is so much fun.
Some people are sober, Mike. What about that?
Well, and I'm usually that cat, but I won't be this year. No, sir.
I'll add to it, and I'm really excited too, guys. I mean, you guys know how important this movie is to our family, but I mean, I'll say this, and this is coming out. Remember, this is coming out the day before Thanksgiving. We're filming this on the 20th right now, but I am very thankful for you guys, and I appreciate you guys very much. And I love watching this movie with you guys, and I just feel really grateful that we're able to do this. Hey, we got him! For anybody who's just listening, my dad does these little things on video, and he has emojis pop up on his screen. He just had some hearts show up.
It's got telekinetic power.
I did it.
That was awesome.
I was trying to get it to work, and it actually worked.
That was awesome.
No, my screen won't do it. I think it's your computer for sure.
He got it. This movie, it means a lot to us. But I appreciate you all. I appreciate the fact that we got the strong family that we do. And, man, we're going to have so much fun watching. For those people who don't partake, I think you could have a nice coffee or a tea watching this movie, too.
Absolutely.
Why not? You can drink whatever the heck you want. If you drink sodas, you can drink a nice Dr. Pepper.
Coke or something.
Have some fun. Yeah, you need whatever's going to get you right and feeling good. That's what you need for this movie. It appeals to everybody. And if you have not seen this movie, please give it a chance. Watch it with some people you love, and I can promise you'll get something from it. I think you'll like it a lot. That's what I would say. So give it a chance. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, Purple Podcast doesn't get too much better than that.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be a Bezos plug or anything here, but I Like Me on Amazon. If you can see that documentary, it kicks ass, or whatever way you can see
wonderful.
It. John Candy. Did you watch it, Mike?
I did. It was great, Austin.
Oh my God.
My wife and I watched it, and we both just sat and smiled from ear to ear because he's so damn lovable. You can't but like him. It was an awful day when he passed away. To answer your Griffin's question earlier, we were really sad. We loved him. I mean, I love The Great Outdoors. I love that movie. I love Stripes. Of course, I love this one. I mean, the guy has just put in the work, and it was a huge loss to moviegoers.
Yeah, I remember like finding out that he died as a young kid and being very sad about it, because I don't know if I'd ever thought about it, like I didn't know that he was dead before I'd ever seen the movies, but I remember being like, really upset by it, because I don't know, it's got to be just his natural magneticism, like you're drawn to the guy and you really like the guy from the get-go, and all the stories do is confirm how awesome of a human being he was and the life he led. So, guys, let's send one out to John Candy. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Be very grateful for the loved ones you still have with you. Let's remember the ones who have left before us, of course, and as always, they're still with us. Of course, they are. We carry us with them in every day. I'm not a religious fella, but whatever way you can find your peace with life, death, and the spirits beyond, whatever it may be, they're still with us. But other than that, guys, if you've kept listening all the way through, as always, thank you very much. We love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope you have an amazing time. Don't forget to unbuckle your belt and unzip your britches once you've gotten done eating, because you're going to have to let that belly breathe. I promise you, it helps a lot. Other than that, guys, keep living well, doing your best. We'll be talking to you soon. And bye-bye.